They break open your house one time. They rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for this Bacchanal Thursday joining us, viewers. It's a privilege to be here one more time. I mean, we're giving God thanks every single day, but sometimes you just need to put in that extra on it. You know when you're really reaching out to God and say, Lord, thank you. You know, sometimes we just say, Lord, thank you from your lips. And sometimes we go say from we heart with a little 80-90% from we heart. But you know, sometimes you just really need to sit down and say, Lord, I really want to thank you for my accomplishment and achievement, you know, and for keeping me safe. So viewers, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are live on Synergy Network Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. We run the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Now viewers, we are presently holding the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a privilege to be here one more time. Remember, we are also on YouTube and Facebook, viewers. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. Watch us while you travel to work, from work, going to Lime, from Lime. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. And also on YouTube, viewers, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. So we always encourage you to share our live stream, viewers. And as we start our program tonight, remember Real Talk Credit Union Information is offering you the opportunity to open a savings account for your kids, viewers. Our numbers will be on screen shortly. Remember, you can screenshot the numbers, you could write it down, you could take a picture of it. Get in contact with our Real Talk Credit Union Information Office at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. And remember, viewers, Real Talk is also offering you 4% on a fixed deposit. Nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago you are getting 4% on a fixed deposit. Some of us will say, but Saeed, why is you offering 4%? Because we are competing against others. Other financial institutions, and presently, we are the only one in Trinidad and Tobago that is offering you 4% on a fixed deposit. Now, I want you to understand something. In the months and years to come, times will be getting harder, and you will be needing extra cash. No other financial institution are giving you 4%. 4% on 100,000, it's $4,000 extra you are going to have at the end of 12 months. Instead of having $1,000 or 1,500 on a 1.5% that other financial institutions are giving you. Remember, you work hard for your money. You have it put down here. Is that working for you? Is 1,500 per 12 months working for you? On 100,000, that will never work for you. But I will tell you something. At Real Talk, 4% on $100,000 at the end of every 12 months, that is what you call working for you. So why miss the opportunity? Why miss it? You're not getting it anywhere else, only at Real Talk. So contact our office, viewers. We are on Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas, number 14. Set up an appointment. Come down and have a chat with us. So, Tutor accept the 4%. Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Tutor, has accepted the Chief Personnel Officer, CPO, Dr. Darrell Dindale, offer of a 4% increase over 6 years on Wednesday gone. Tutor is among the union that Finance Minister Colin Imbud had been negotiating with. So far, the TNT Fire Service Association and the Public Service Association have not accepted the offer, while the Prison Officers Association and police have accepted. Now, Tutor have also accepted. President of Tutor, Martin Lam Kim, stated that the union accepted the offer after the last counter-proposal meeting on Monday with the CPO. A release from Tutor on Wednesday said it was crucial to accept the 4% offer to avoid a minimum 10 years, 2014 to 2024. Judgment imposed on the association the loss of the ability to negotiate from 2020 to 2023 and 2023 to 2026 at the risk of losing or having a reduced offer. Asked about feedback from members, he added that there was mixed review as some are not satisfied or understanding of the present situation. Some teachers who spoke, once to remain anonymous, stated that it is not fair as teachers are doing a lot more than what the public sees, and the public doesn't seem to notice nor care. Now, to the teachers, I want to let you understand something. It's not about the public. The public understand that you teach their kid or children in school. We understand that. I am a parent. I understand that. But I want you to understand something. It is tutor who accepted it. It's not for the public. I want you to understand that. So the teachers and them who wants to blame the public, you cannot blame the public. Blame the union for accepting the offer. Because when they accept the offer, they are doing the negotiation, not an individual teacher, the union. Tutor is doing the negotiation. Understand that. Don't blame the public. The public sees what you are doing. And the public understand what you are doing. So it is your union that accepted the money. If you want to get vexed and you want to go after anybody, go after the union. Not the public. I want you to understand that. Isn't that how we do here, you know? I just be here night after night after night trying to open the public eyes and ears on situation that is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. But his tutor accepted the 4%. Your governing body, not the public, and I want the teachers to understand that. So all you want to march and protest, do it against all your body that governing all you. Not the public. The public will support you all if all you stand up, you know. I will support you all if all you stand up. Understand that? It is your leaders, your governing body that accepted the money. Understand that. So don't go blaming the public. I am a member of the public. I understand and I care. The public is not doing what I'm doing. Good night.
Good night, Saeed. Excellent topic. This is the imitation vaccine breakers. 4%, 4%, 4%. All of them union leaders. From my vantage, is left foot, right foot, drinking Balizé juice. If was another government, protest left, right, and center. So they have to shut them out now and take it because they voted for the leadership of the union, and the union, just like Roger, accepted the closure of Petrotrade. Now, most of the retirees suffered from medical attention, and you know what he's doing? He's begging for that now. But you know what I think? Something untowards happened with all the leadership of those unions. And I don't want to say something fell into the backyard or the back pocket, because they sell out the membership. And the membership should now revolt and remove the whole executive of all the unions. And I see a good friend, the commissioner of police, she says she has seen no increase in house invasion, and homicide detection rate is only 13%. And the performance of that police service in the Joint Select Committee tells us what we think of them. And for me, if we continue with that leadership, this country will have failed security, just like the security minister. He will say he's not responsible. Look out for the Miss Excellence in a while. You hear what she could say. I go. Have a nice night.
Thank you, my friend. So I just want the teachers to understand that I am standing with you, but understand it is your governing body that accepted the 4%. Understand that. So don't take out the revenge on the children that go to school now. All you understand what I'm saying? The children and the parents had nothing to do with it. Understand that. Moving along, viewers. Trinidad and Tobago Postal Corporation, TT Post, has ordered employees to desist from wearing clothing with any form or numbering which could be associated or linked to criminal gangs across the country. In an internal memorandum dated May 16th and signed by the Acting Security Manager, Donna Burns, delivered, leaders and officers were told the directive was based on advice from TTPS. The memorandum read, with immediate effect, delivery officers are not to wear or carry any item, clothing, shoes, cap, handbags, umbrellas, while out on duty bearing the number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So from 5 to 9, TT Post officers, delivery officers, are asked by management not to wear these numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Now these numbers, according to TTPS, represent gangs in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, as these numbers represent different gangs, example, Tyson's, Rasta City, EGB, 6, and etc., this became necessary due to the accelerating gang-related shootings and other incidents within several communities. Postal Workers Union President Sheldon Trim welcomed the initiative and stated that TTPS workers traverse every part of TNT, including areas designated as crime hotspots. So that's the memorandum up there. Trinidad and Tobago. This is the memorandum that was signed. It came from TTPS on advice. Security Manager Donna Burns for TTPS. They understand that this was an initiative by TTPS, and they are moving on. They are moving along with it. So just a reminder, TT Post officers, delivery officers, they cannot wear anything bearing the number 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, which represented gangs such as Tyson, Rasta City, EBG, and 6, etc. So if you see a TT Post officer, you will see them with a TT Post jersey or maybe some clothing. But I believe 90% of the time they wear on a company jersey which represent TTPS Postal Service. So that is just a reminder, viewers. We are going for a short commercial break, viewers. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Commissioner of Police earlier off. Target on June crime reduction plan continue after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan? Only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
So Trinidad and Tobago, remember it's 4%, you can't miss it. Grab the opportunity while it lasts to make extra money on... No, let me explain something for you. The money that you put on fixed deposits is monies that you have accumulated and rest aside not to touch. Resting aside this money and planning that, you know what, I'm not going to touch this. Is it giving you a great reward where you have it presently at your financial institution? Are you getting a great reward on it? If not, why not check out Real Talk for a 4% on that money you have? At the end of 12 months, that money will come in extra for Christmas. It will start off the year better. Think about it. Just think about it. This is money that you are getting a great reward on that you don't even have to touch. This is money that you put aside without the intention of touching it. Where are you getting it? Only at Real Talk. Why Real Talk? Because we better than the rest. We better than the rest. And what I doing, what Saieed doing, being a member of the board, I am doing things that nobody's doing in Trinidad and Tobago. Getting laws and legislation passed. Demanding better governance. How many of them are doing that for you? No, nor the opposition, nor the present administration is trying to get you to live better. None. So why not support something that is supporting you? Think about that. Caller, good night.
Very, very good evening to you, Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
So it is becoming more and more crystal clear that the government is not in control anymore. They have lost control. The police service is losing control.
Correct.
Rapidly. If the posts have to make, if the management of city posts have to make that pronouncement, it means that the government and the police has lost control. So what should I do tomorrow? Should I go to Motor Vehicle Authority and have those numbers removed from my number plate in my motor vehicle? All the best.
Hey, caller, hear this now. There's a post going around on social media stating that a central division police station was robbed of ticket books. You all heard about it? It was drawn to my attention, but some individual called me, and a good few individuals actually called me and told me that a police station in central area, we don't know which station, there's a lot of stations in central areas, so we don't know which station exactly, but they lost ticket books, they lost culinary plates and cup and spoon, they lose a mug, they lose court documents. Could somebody call in and confirm that? Hey, imagine. Oh, it was from my officer locker. Locked up these items, went home, come back, only to find it missing. Could somebody call in and confirm that? Imagine if the police station getting robbed, where all the TTPS officers are gathered in that division, if they are getting robbed, you think my house is safe? Ask yourself that. So would somebody please call in just to confirm that? We want to make sure it is true. So as we continue our program tonight, Commissioner of Police Hayward Christopher has admitted that a widely publicized violent crime reduction plan is not going as she hoped Did she had intention of actually fixing it? Did she? Because I keep telling you, at the age of 60, you ain't fussing to do nothing. You're not going to run down nothing. You're not going to hot up your head. You're not going to be wary about something. Because here what's going on. I am 60. It is time for me to retire. The PICMA commissioner, no problem. I will take the post. I will take the money. I will take the benefit. And I go rock back. You think at the age of 60 you're going to continue to work up your brain over somebody breaking somebody's house? No, you're not going to do that. I am telling you that. She was criticized when she said that. Within 3 months or 6 months, short term is 3 months, long term is still December. You ain't coming out. Okay. Just recently she graded herself as excellent. She graded herself as excellent. Coming out to say now that the reduction plan is not going as she hoped. What excellent you got from that? If your plan not going as expected, how could you grade yourself excellent? Let me show you a little difference. I could grade myself as Saieed, very productive and very outspoken and bold on his program, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I could say that, you know why? Because of the fact that I am this way, we got the #1 current affairs program. Look at this now. Media commissioner. Oh, I rate myself. Media asked me the question. So how do you grade yourself, commissioner? Excellent. Get the breaking news in Trinidad. Police Commissioner Haywood has admitted that her widely publicized violent crime reduction plan is not going as she hoped. So you still saying excellent? In fact, the commissioner admits targets set out in her plan to arrest spiraling crime were not being met, and that there have been increase in some crime, including a 10% hike in murder during the early parts of her tenure. Interesting, eh? Very interesting. She was questioned by Vice Chairman Paul Richards on how close she was to her June time frame for a noted impact from her anti-crime strategies, which she had previously alluded to during her first Joint Select Committee appearance back in February. February, March, April, we are in May. Compare her 100 days. Compare Ola 100 days in office to Gary 100 days in office. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Then you will understand why I am saying she is 60 and she will not work up herself. Because her time is almost expired. She got an extension, you know. Otherwise, it's home, you're gone. I want to be up without that commissioner again. Call her good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, you're live.
I'm live there.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
I want to see the man talking, so I want to wait till he finish talking.
She stated that for the 20% reduction in murder, there were challenges. So there is a 10% increase in murder. Now I'll tell you something coming to murder. Murder goes both ways. Gang related or physical revenge. Ways. You take something from a gang, the gang members deal with you. You owe a gang money, they deal with you. You take drugs, cocaine, guns from gang members, you owe them money, you can't pay them, they deal with you. Nobody gets killed for free in Trinidad unless there is a shootout. An innocent bystander will get shot. Understand what I'm saying? And then there is the domestic violence. With the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the husband, the wife, the neighbors. Let me tell you something. Nobody gets murdered for free unless it's a drive-by shooting and innocent people get killed. Understand what I am saying? We have a 20% reduction in violent crime. And right now, they are at 17% decrease. Oh, listen to this.
Based on where we are now, you would have initially given a June 30th, when Senator Blush Miguel asked on your last visit with us, for improvements in the stats related to performance. Do you think you're on track for that now? I see you recently gave yourself an excellent performance rating. And what challenges are you facing, if any, in achieving the trends toward the end of June target you gave yourself, and in terms of the end of year targets that I've just read out here from your presentation?
Ma'am, can I take this opportunity to at least give you a...
Absolutely.
Okay. So we are on track in some areas. We are cross. So for our 20% reduction in murders, of course, we are not able. So we are challenged here. We have a 10% increase in murders. We have a 20% reduction in violent crime. We target a 20% reduction in violent crime. Right now, we are at a 15% decrease in violent crime. A 15% reduction in serious reported crime. We have achieved that. Right now, we are at a 17% decrease in serious reported crimes.
Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. Unless a police station in communities decides to keep the community clean, there will not be a reduction in anything. Understand what I'm saying? If potato is selling $5 in the grocery, and the community said, you know what? I am not going to buy that $5 per pound. And you leave it right there. When potatoes start rotting on the shelf, believe me, the supermarket will drop it and the community will party. Vice versa. The police officers in the police station in the community, unless they get off their fat behind, or thin behind, or maga behind, anyhow you want to call it, and patrol the communities, do random checks in the communities, random information, random raids, until they do that, Trinidad would not fix. There will not be any fixing. Take what I am telling you. I am into security and intelligence. That is part of my network. Hence the reason why I could tell you so much about it. I don't need a genius. Stated that a 10% reduction in lasting of motor vehicle was planned. However, the TTPS was unsuccessful here with a 1% decrease. Into stolen vehicles. You know what you have to do? Police station in the community. It have 5 garages in your community. Do regular checks for document of the vehicle. And that will fix the problem in Trinidad. Because once garages know that police coming often to check They won't take the chance. Common sense will teach you that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial. But no, before we go for the commercial break, the commissioner did note that there was a decrease in home invasion. Under who watch? Look, listen to this video.
A 30% detection rate for murders. Unfortunately, we are just at a 12% detection rate. A 30% detection rate for violent crimes. We are only at 16%, and a 15% increase in firearm seize. Right now, we are broken even with last year's.
Is there a statistical significant increase in home invasions and in particular areas?
Actually, I don't have the statistics with me today, but the last we checked, we did have a reduction in home invasions compared to the period last year.
Well, good night.
Saeed, good night. Saeed, this commissioner of police we have don't have a clue of what's going on in the station. She don't have a clue what's going on in the country. Because when she could sit down with a piece of paper, I don't know who write that nonsense for her to read, for her to look bad. Because that is utter nonsense.
Correct.
That she is reading there. For a 60-year-old woman that in this police service, she should never sit there in front of a camera and read such crap for the people of this nation. Under the pressure that we are going through with murders, home invasion, and I never see this on outside fighting crime with none of them other police fellas. Right? We supposed to be seeing why we were seeing Gary Griffith. What happened to you? You could put on your pants and your boots and come out and let people see you on the road. But again, everything is politics.
Correct.
It's who the prime ministers, where a prime minister running the country, is who they like. They for commissioner, so they go home with a fat pension and they live happily ever after. Right. Secondly, Saeed, had you had the opportunity of listening to this man at Howard University, to hear the pack of lies he stood up on that platform when he was giving Rowley the so-called doctorate.
Yes, I listened to him.
Doing absolutely nothing in this country. Oh, we have good water. We have good roads. We have good everything. You heard this man, Saeed?
Yes.
And Rowley stand up there with a stiff face. Rowley is the second Tobagonian prime minister in Trinidad and Tobago. Rowley was not the first.
Correct.
It's lie after lie after lie, and Rowley take his doctorate, wipe his beak, and come home. Right? Biden sit down there, and this next Trinidadian lying through his teeth, and Biden sit down there listening to this. Biden know better than that. Biden know better than that. This prime minister is a shameless prime minister. And he needs to leave politics. He needs to get out of politics. He get his doctorate. Go home now with your family. And let somebody of integrity run this country. Because these people up there that is voted in to run this country, they have no integrity. I won't even use the word shame, because that too slight. Integrity they don't have. Man, you listen to that man's speech and hear the rubbish he spoke to these people who don't know what's going on in Trinidad. And we here suffering under the boots of the PNM government. Thank you, Saeed. Good night.
Thank you, my dear. So, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, we're going to hear earlier and an off-target on June crime reduction plan. after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Recently, Hayward Christopher also rated her first 100 days at the helm, or should I say the helm, of TTPS as excellent in a sports day. And despite not being on track to hit certain targets outlined in her violent crime reduction plan, meanwhile, according to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Kurt Simon, despite not being on par with the target that have been set out, steps were being taken in the right direction. Now, nobody has said no, you know. Listen to this.
Even looking at our crime reduction policy that the commissioner would have unveiled here some time ago, we are seeing some movement towards that reduction in crimes that are happening, though I would describe as minuscule. It is conversant with what happens globally in the criminal justice arena when a police service applies new techniques and so on. You find that the impact may not always be as great as one would like to see it, but it is one that is somewhat transient, and we are seeing that transformation, that slow transformation, beginning to take root, and perhaps it may allude to what might have been proffered here some time ago.
Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this, eh? Also pointing to operation of gangs in Maloney, Pinto, and Arima. They understand where the gang is, you know. The TTPS, they understand where it is. They understand. They know who in the gang. Senior Superintendent of the Northern Division, Kerwin Francis, added that TTPS exercise have been ongoing to disrupt active operation of the individuals responsible for criminal activities. So I would say that is not well taken in the public domain. Not well taken. You all know what they call random? You all know what they call random? How do you dismantle a gang? Tell me. I would like TDPS. You see, just said to keep that briefing there. I would like TDPS heads or the gang unit or the newly appointed commissioner of police to come out and explain to the public how do they dismantle a gang, a bunch of terrorists, a bunch of thieves, a bunch of murderers, a bunch of criminals. How do you dismantle a gang? A 100 police go into a community and arrest one man, while that 200 man is following one man. You think if you eliminate one man, you think that dismantle a gang? I am asking the heads of the gang units. I am asking the commissioner of police. Let me tell you something. There's a new trend going on in Trinidad and Tobago, where individuals will go to the banks and when they leave with cash, they are robbed on the outside. How is that now? How is that? I went to the bank, took out 20,000. As I reach out, a man gun on my head, give me the 20,000. I want the 20,000. You know, come from the bank. How did he know that? How did he know I have 20,000 on me? All the reports of people getting robbed while coming out from the bank and going on their normal daily duties. Did TTPS investigate any bank members? Did TTPS investigate the teller that dealt with that person? Did TTPS seize their phone and do a cyber check on it? Did they go to digital to find out who this phone called, who they didn't message, who they got in touch with? And then trace that phone now, find out who's the person at that phone, put on a GPS, find out where that phone is? Did TTPS do that? Does the bank have something in place now to monitor tellers? I'm asking because it is becoming rampant in Trinidad now that when you go to the bank and you come out the bank with money, you are being robbed, and we're not hearing anybody investigating it. We are not hearing nothing from the bank. We are not hearing nothing from TTPS, and life goes on while people get robbed of hard-earned cash, as we call it, rainy days savings. Paula, good night.
Yes, I good night.
Go right ahead, your life, my friend.
Yes, I then I'm straight on here, David.
I'm on here. Everybody know his eyes straight in him, my boy.
Let me tell you something, right? You see the day some of them tell us start going missing, Mary, then that will stop. Because let me tell you something, right? That they do laws like $80,000. That's a good case, you know. Go and check the teller. Because the teller is the people who put in your up when you're coming out the bank side. They make sure the people know how much money you're withdrawing from your account. And when them people come by your head with a gun, they're asking you for the amount of money you withdraw.
They're telling, my friend, they're telling you the exact amount. The man come and say, give me the 20 or the 30 or the 50, exact amount. How the hell did that person get that information? I mean, we getting calls, I getting calls on a daily basis.
Exactly, Sai. That is exactly what's going on. But here, it's concerning this whole doctor that Rowley get, right? On another program last night, I was informed, right, that Keith Rowley gave that same president at Howard University.
Yeah, correct.
The Order of the Republic last year.
Yeah, ORTT he received.
So when we're looking at it, is that I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I give the Order of the Republic, you give me a doctorate next year. So that is how it's going now. He didn't deserve that. Everybody know that. He didn't deserve that. And all our man right and talk there is a pack of rubbish. All I just stripped just from the now. Everybody who live in Trinidad actually know what's going on in Trinidad now. We know the problem that we face in this country. Friday tonight, I was looking at the news, right? I was looking at the news. I know the news already deactivated, but what I was looking at, I was paying attention to, is that the Privy Council ruled against this whole local government pushback with the pushback. they rule against it, and they're saying it was not constitutional. So I want to find out something here, right? Asking a question here, I want to find out if the government just use the Constitution to their benefit alone, and is it that citizens cannot use the Constitution for our rights? That is what I'm trying to find out here, because everything they're doing, they just hide behind the Constitution.
Correct.
Every single thing they're doing, they're hiding behind the Constitution. Anytime the citizens stand up and say something, we wrong that side. It's not constitutional. Tell me if I'm wrong on that side.
No, you're correct.
Tell me if I'm wrong. They always hide behind the Constitution. And this whole situation where the commissioner of police come in, you realize she reading from a document, and like she can't even read the document. You understand what I'm saying? She don't know what's going on in that office, but nobody, and people get to understand that they have high senior police officers, male officers, that do not respect the woman. So she will never be able to command the police service. But he probably, he just put somebody there that he can control side. He could control she, he could control Fitzgerald. So therefore he commands whole police service already. Nobody does investigate the Prime Minister's side. Nobody. Why is it? The man just break laws constantly in this country, and nobody does investigate this man. Why is that? You don't understand that. And let me tell you, Saeed, the last thing I want to come at you is that you notice the people who get robbed in this country and people who not getting robbed, right? You notice who the people are not getting touched, right? Is the 1%, and the politicians, the people are not getting touched. And we have
correct.
Why? Why are they not getting touched? Everybody is getting touched. The Indian community getting touched. The black community getting touched. The Chinese community getting touched. And the Syrian and politicians just remaining. Why is that? Do they have a deal with the underworld, with the criminal elements of this country? We're trying to find out something here, because it's really adding up no more in the side.
I understand what you're saying.
Coming out there, you know. Anyway, side,
thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are waiting for a short commercial break, but when we come back, thanks to get Brent Thomas report in 2 weeks. We're going to hear more about this when we return.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Police Commissioner Earl Haywood Christopher have stated that a written report on a fiasco involving firearm dealer Brent Thomas will be submitted to National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines in 2 weeks. Hines had previously confirmed that he had received a throughout oral report from Haywood Christopher on the issue. However, responding to questions during a joint select committee yesterday, Haywood Christopher confirmed that a document report was not created yet, but she will compile the report within the next 2 weeks. Listen to this.
Is a written report expected from that, or has a documented report been created already?
A documented report has not been created as yet.
Is there a reason for that? Given the high profile and sensitive nature of that situation.
I'm in the process of compiling the report.
Is a timeline on that?
Yes, there's a timeline given to the minister.
Can you share that with us?
Within the next 2 weeks.
Within the next 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
I love that man, you know. I love that man, you know. Why hasn't the report been created as yet? So since the incident happened, since the judge made the ruling of it was unlawful, it was alleged kidnapping, assault and a gun dealer. How is it from then to now a report has not been written? How come? Let me tell you something. People would have been resigning and going home, you know. And even though you resign and you go home, you'd have come back before the court. Take what I'm telling you. You feel you resign and you go home and that is it. Your matter done, we can't do nothing. You resign. Really, you was on duty when the incident happened, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We'll come and get you and we'll bring you before the courts of law. That is what Trinidad and Tobago needs. Some serious laws. I would tell you something. That is why in Muslim countries and them, they're dead serious. China dead serious about their laws. Dubai, Pakistan, they're dead serious about their laws. In Trinidad, you could do what you want and get away. Ministers talking about meat money pavement and we go deal with it. Saieed bashing. Saieed bashing. She also added that the incident is being reviewed and assured that steps are being made to ensure officers are guided in the performance of their investigations. COP.
What is important to note, the processes and the whole incident is being reviewed. And although I would not want to say much on the issue, simply because of the fact that it is still in the courts, what I would assure is that steps are being made to ensure officers are properly guided in the performance of their investigation.
You see that whole fiasco thing? The judge would have made his ruling based on evidence put towards him. Understand that. That is how a judge operates. That's how they function. They rule out their judgment based on evidence. And any police officer, any magistrate, any judges, any JP will tell you based on evidence. Evidence. Judges and magistrates made their ruling. Always remember that, Trinidad and Tobago. The government cannot, the judge or magistrate cannot sentence a man unless there is evidence. Understand that. Even though she is saying that it is before the courts, the judge finds it unlawful. Unlawful. Moving along, the local government or the government move to extend the term of local government representative by a year has been deemed unlawful. Delivering a ruling at the United Kingdom Supreme Court building in London, the Privy Council upheld an appeal over the dismissal of the lawsuit challenging the move brought by political activist Ravi Balgobin Maharaj. In a majority decision, 3 law lords, led by UK Supreme Court President Lord Robert Reid, ruled that a High Court judge and the Court of Appeal got it wrong when they dismissed Maharaj's case. The outcome means that the local government election now have to be called. Those in majority ruled that changes in terms of representative as contained in the Miscellaneous Provision Act, which was passed by Parliament without the support of the opposition last year, could not appeal to a representative elected in 2019. They said that the Parliament should have used clear language to indicate so, but it did not. In his lawsuit, Maharaj claimed that he became concerned after Rural Development and Local Government Minister Faraz Al-Rawi hosted a press conference and announced that the government intention to proclaim certain section of the legislation. Viewers, hear this now. This is a whole bacchanal by itself. A whole bacchanal by itself. But nevertheless, we're going to hear more about that in the coming days. Acting Prime Minister Colin Imbert is encouraging authorities at Heritage Petroleum Company Limited to take decision or decisive action to ban members of the public from any construction near its pipeline. Imbert, who also acting as Energy Minister. So here it is. Imbert is acting as the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister is not there, and Imbert also acting as the Energy Minister when the Energy Minister is not there. So this man holding 2 powerful portfolios. Imagine that. 2 powerful portfolios. Now, listen to what he said.
Mr. President, can I ask the Honorable Acting Prime Minister and holding on for Minister of Energy, whether he can share with us what measures or steps will be taken in the future by Heritage to avoid, through inspection and audit, a recurrence of such an incident.
Acting PM.
Mr. President, as I indicated, in this particular case, the residents constructed a garage on top of the pipeline. In all of these situations, one has to balance the rule of law with the effect on the community. But I would urge Heritage in the future to do their best to stop any person who is building a property or a structure on top of a pipeline in an unlawful manner.
Now viewers, Imbert also confirmed that a full pipeline inspection is currently ongoing. Listen to this and I will explain something for you after.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Mark is famous for asking questions already asked and answered. Let me repeat. Over 800,000 feet of pipeline has already been inspected and 50,000 feet of pipeline has been replaced. And I repeat again, a full pipeline inspection and replacement program has been ongoing for the last 2 years and will continue until completed. A full pipeline inspection and replacement program.
So now viewers, what happened is that over the weekend, a oil line would have leaked in Faizabad that would cause 20 people in Faizabad end up in problem with oils. So coming in the future, or along now, Imbert is telling Heritage, take action. Bottom line, take action. But I will explain a little more to you on our next program. Viewers, there's a rerun of the program tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we'll be right back here on Fire Friday for more of Real Talk with Saieed Ali as we go live. Until we meet again, good night.